Hi everyone! Today we're going to take a look at the best cheap CPUs in the market for this year. First, we're going to show you our top 5 best picks, and we'll talk about what you look for before buying a cheap CPUs. You can find links to all of the products we've mentioned in this video down in the description below. Let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Intel Core i3 12100. Like the rest of the Alder Lake family, the $130 Core i3 12100 comes to market with disruptive pricing. The chip also comes as a $104 F-Series Core i3 12100 that Intel ships with deactivated integrated graphics for $25 less than the full-featured model. In fact, with no clear current-gen competitor from AMD and stellar performance for its price point, the Core i3 12100 easily leads our CPU benchmark hierarchy in the $105 to $130 bracket. Overall, the quad-core i3 12100's potent combination of price, performance, and improved stock cooler dominates the $100 to $130 price range while punching up against more expensive competitors. The Core i3 12100 now reigns as the fastest budget gaming CPU on the market, and it's plenty impressive in lightly threaded apps. 2. None of AMD's chips match the 12100 in single-threaded work, so you'll have to look to other Alder Lake chips to find faster performance. The Core i3 12100 is also impressive in threaded productivity workloads for its price point. The Core i3 12100 comes with a 6U PBP base and 89U MTP peak power rating. The chip clocks in with a 3.3 GHz base and boosts up to 4.3 GHz. It also comes with 12 MB of L3 cache. Intel's Alder Lake drops into socket 1700 motherboards from the 600 series, including 690, H670, B660, and H610. The Core i3 12100 is a locked chip, meaning it isn't overclockable. However, Intel supports memory overclocking on 690, B660, and H670 motherboards. The 690 doesn't make sense for this class of chip, though. The Core i3 12100 doesn't have a similarly priced competitor from AMD. However, despite a total lack of competition, it still brings impressive generational performance gains to the table. In fact, in 1008 gaming, the $129 Core i3 12100 delivers 88% of the $299 Core i5 12400's performance, but for 56% less cash. That's a winning blend of price and performance. Moving on to the next at number 2 with AMD Ryzen 3 3300s. The Ryzen 3 3300s unlocks a new level of performance for budget gamers with 4 cores and 8 threads that can push low to mid-range graphics cards to their fullest. This new processor wields the Zen 2 architecture paired with the 7M process to push performance to new heights while enabling new features for low-end processors, like access to the speedy PCIe 4.0 interface. The 3300's 4 cores take at a 3.8 GHz clock rate and boost to 4.3 GHz, providing snappy performance in lightly threaded applications like games. AMD includes a bundled Wraith Spire cooler with the processor. Still, you might consider budgeting in a better low-end cooler to unlock the full performance, particularly if you are overclocking. Speaking of which, the Ryzen 3 3300X can overclock to the highest all-core frequencies we've seen with a Ryzen 3000 series processor, making it a great chip for enthusiasts. Unlike AMD's other current-gen Ryzen 3 processors, you'll need to pair this processor with a discrete GPU. But the low price point leaves extra room in the budget for a more capable graphics card. You can stick with the value theme and drop this capable chip into existing X470 B450 motherboards, but you'll lose access to the PCIe 4.0 interface in exchange for a lower price point. Better yet, AMD will have its new B550 motherboards on offer in June 2020. These new motherboards support the PCIe 4.0 interface but provide lower entry-level pricing that's a better fit for this class of processor. The number 3 position is held by AMD Ryzen 3 2200. When money is tight, being able to game without a graphics card can lead to serious savings. And with RAM prices continuing to soar, those working with small budgets need to tighten the strings anywhere they can. That makes the 4-core 4-thread Ryzen 3 2200H, particularly appealing for budget gaming builders and upgraders. The $99 chip delivers solid 720 performance thanks to its Vega on-chip graphics, decent CPU muscle for mainstream tasks, and can be dropped into an existing inexpensive 300 series motherboard after a requisite BIOS update to form the basis of a surprisingly capable low-cost PC. It's also unlocked, so with proper cooling you can tune the graphics or the CPU to best suit your needs. Next at number 4, we have AMD Athlon 200 40H. AMD's Athlon 200 40H serves as a flagship of the company's budget lineup, but it still packs a convincing punch for low-end gaming systems. The integrated Radeon Vega 3 graphics facilitate playable frame rates at lower resolutions and quality settings, but the 3.5 GHz base clock is the only differentiating feature between the Athlon 200 40H and its counterparts, due to the unofficial support for overclocking. That means you can tune the Athlon 200H to the same top performance as the more expensive chips, but at a $20 price savings. If overclocking isn't in your plans, the Athlon 200 40H is the best budget chip in its price band. Intel's competing Pentium lineup lacks the graphical horsepower to be serious contenders for the extreme low end of the budget gaming market, but they are attractive if gaming isn't your primary goal. That is, of course, if you can find them. The number 5 position is held by AMD Athlon 200H. AMD's Athlon 200 40H serves as the flagship of the company's budget lineup, but it still packs a convincing punch for low-end gaming systems. The integrated Radeon Vega 3 graphics facilitate playable frame rates at lower resolutions and quality settings, but the 3.5 GHz base clock is the only differentiating feature between the Athlon 200 40H and its counterparts, due to the unofficial support for overclocking. That means you can tune the Athlon 200H to the same top performance as the more expensive chips, but at a $20 price savings. If overclocking isn't in your plans, the Athlon 200 40H is the best budget chip in its price band. Intel's competing Pentium lineup lacks the graphical horsepower to be serious contenders for the extreme low end of the budget gaming market, but they are attractive if gaming isn't your primary goal. That is, of course, if you can find them. That's all for today. We upload computer and accessories product review videos every single day, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.